Hey, tell us your name.
Diana Noland.
Okay, and Diana, how long? A long time ago, you got a Relax Sauna, right?
About 10 years ago.
And why did you buy it?
I was at a conference,
Yeah.
a good naturopathic conference, and I listened to the exhibitor and I realized the importance of it. And I'd already heard the value of of this sauna.
Yes.
And Paul Anderson was recommending it
Yes.
a lot.
Right.
And so I checked up the money and got it.
Okay.
And we've used it ever since, my husband and I.
How has it helped you?
I feel very much because I had been exposed to a lot of mercury.
Yes, I know you were telling that you were.
I was a chemist.
And there was some kind of accident.
At the University of Utah, and there was a big thermometer accident where it broke, and the mercury was at the bottom of a hot bath. And I had to clean it up.
Okay.
And I couldn't see when I was pouring it out in the flue, and it hit. I looked to see where it was, and it hit the air, and I was exposed to vapor mercury, a lot of it. And then I was put in the student health center, and it took about 3 weeks for me to feel good enough to get out.
Wow.
And then after that, I had huge itching, and then I got contacts. And so the doctor says, "Oh, it's a 3-day weekend, and you can, put these drops in. And if it's irritating," and the drops had thimerosal, which is 50% mercury.
Wow.
And by the end of a few hours of me using these drops, I had red eyes, and they took me to the ER, said it was probably an infection, and all it was afterwards, we determined it was mercury sensitivity, toxicity.
Right.
So at that point, I didn't wear contacts, but I kept itching. I had some amalgams in my mouth.
Yeah.
And
you're hitting from all angles, aren't you?
Yeah. So a dentist, a few years later, after I'm itching the whole time, he said, "Well, if the insurance isn't going to pay for me to take these out if you're not allergic to them." So he sent me to the dermatologist. I was extremely sensitive on patches to mercury, so he verified that he could take them out, and almost within a week my itching decreased to almost nothing.
Wow.
But at that point I was not using the sauna.
Yeah.
And so I continued to have a little bit of itching and other symptoms, and so when I became a clinical nutritionist, a registered dietitian, and so I was always into functional medicine, and my son became a naturopath, so we went to a meeting with Paul Anderson.
Yes.
And that's where I was introduced to your sauna.
To the Relax Sauna, yeah.
And I don't have any more symptoms like that, and even on RBC blood testing, it's almost not testable.
Nice.
And the only thing is, I know there's still some sequestered, because
so
you can't.
Before you got to Relax Sauna, you were what? And then after using the Relax Sauna, what happened?
My blood levels went down.
Yeah.
And I had no more itching, no more. My brain. There was some brain fog when I had the mercury, and I think I'm pretty clear now.
Nice.
So I still work. I'm 78, and I still am very busy working, and I'm here. I presented a poster here at the IFM conference.
Yes.
And so I feel, it's better than I would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your husband uses the Relax Sauna too?
Yep.
And what has he experienced from it?
He had Parkinson's symptoms.
Okay.
Maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was twitching, and he had been a chemist also. That's how we met.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With Kodak and Rochester Institute of Industry.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And with photography and all the toxins and so we started, like glutathione, And then that's when I got about 10 years ago, we got the sauna.
Yeah.
And he doesn't twitch anymore.
That's nice.
And
yes.
that was the biggest symptom we saw improvement.
Yeah.
And he's still very active. He's 82 and doing
Wow.
great.
And so when you do the sauna, how does it feel before and after? Like when do you use it? How often do you use it?
Probably twice a week.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And immediately shower.
Yeah.
To rinse anything off. And we haven't tried sitting on a white towel to see if anything residue comes out.
Probably when you first get the sauna and you haven't used it ever, that's when the residue comes out.
Okay.
So you're probably clean. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a light colored towel that we sit on the chair.
Right.
So
you really enjoy it. Your husband
very
enjoys
much.
it. So
very
you've been
much.
using it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it works as good as it did when you had it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Long lasting.
I would say the only thing, sometimes I have trouble getting this to stay on.
Okay, well that has nothing to do. Yeah, I can show you how.
Okay.
It's an art form. You have to.
Yeah.
It's like learning how to ride a bicycle. I can show you how.
And our grandchildren like to sit in it, but we don't have them use it. But
they can. Oh, absolutely.
They love to sit in it, pretending they're going to get one.
Or just turn on, it can be open.
Oh, that's great.
You see, we have a sophisticated temperature control device called the zipper. If you get too hot, you just unzip the zipper.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And relaxsaunas.com is the website if they want more. Relaxsaunas.com. And thank you so much. And I'll see you around the block.
Okay.